The color palette of this look is based off of Manami Suzuki's makeup, who usually does a warm toned blush and eye make, but a candy pink lip. Here I'm taking a thin layer of the e.l.f. putty primer and warming it in my hands, and then spreading it on my face, focusing on my T-zone. Next I'm using the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade Pearl and warming it on my hand, and then applying thin and blended layers to my skin. Next, I'm going to be applying the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Rose to my eyebrows and nose to get ready for my eye makeup and nose contour. I don't apply concealer to the rest of my face until I'm done because of fallout from the eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to add the color 070 from the Kryolan Multicolor Circle to the sides of my nose to make my nose look smaller. Do not use a white unless you are very pale like me. Instead, use a lighter concealer color. Now I'm going to add the e.l.f. HD powder in translucent to the sides of my nose to get rid of all the highlights. I'm using very light motions here so I don't disturb any of the foundation or concealer that's underneath. Now I'm taking a cool toned shade from the e.l.f. Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette and running it up and down my nose in very light motions. You want to make sure there's barely any product on your brush as you do this so you can build up that color and make sure that it's not too intense on the first pass by. Now I'm going to use the same brush but clean to blend it in. I'm taking the same powder as before and baking the sides of my nose. This isn't mandatory, but I just feel like it gives it even more of a flawless finish. Now I'm going to tightline my eye with a black eyeshadow. Next, I'm doing a simple winged liner. I suggest only doing this method if you have hooded eyes like I do. If you don't, it won't look the same. I do my eyeliner first as a guide for all my other eyeshadow. Now onto my droop, which is very minimal because I'm going to be smoking out the bottom of it later with eyeshadow. Now I'm taking a warm brown eyeshadow from the same e.l.f. palette as before, and I'm making a half circle with it. I'm using very light strokes here with minimal eyeshadow and building it up as I go. I am now adding the same eyeshadow below my droop. I'm now shading in my Namidabukuro by following my natural eye smile. I'm going to make a fake crease with my concealer using the guideline that I made with the eyeshadow. I'm now covering the concealer area with the Orangey Glad Colourpop palette in the color Zested. And now I'm adding a light wash of Creamsicle from the same palette over top. And then I'm blending Rise and Grind onto the outer edges for a smoky effect. Now I'm cleaning up the edges with my concealer just into a cat eye pointed shape. Next, I'm adding the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter in Lunch Money to my Namidabukuro and inner corner. To top off the orange eyeshadow, I'm adding the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeshadow in Distortion over top and on my Namidabukuro. Now I'm drawing on my eyebrows with a gray eyeshadow. Personally, I like a thin and pointed shape because it follows along my eyeliner and eyeshadow nicely, but feel free to do any shape that suits your face. I'm using the Clinique High Impact Mascara so that my eyelashes look cohesive with my false lashes. Now I'm adding on my bottom lashes that I got from eBay. I like to tug and pull around and play with the shape as I put it on and make sure that it follows the eyeliner line. Now I'm finally doing the rest of my concealer using the e.l.f. one that I used in the beginning. I'm overlining my cupid's bow using a light pink color from an e.l.f. palette. Now I'm covering my lips in Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Gloss in Pretty Pony. And then covering that with LA Colors High Shine Lip Gloss in Baby Cakes. I'm finally dusting off the powder that I put on my contour earlier. It looks a lot more blended and natural now, as well as powdering the rest of my face lightly. And now I'm using the Creamsicle eyeshadow as a blush while dusting it on my cheekbones. Now I'm going to use the same ColourPop highlighter as earlier and highlight my nose. Each nose is different, so please highlight it according to your shape. And you're done. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed how this turned out.